Have you ever wondered why some women seem to have style while others seem to struggle? Well, in my experience as a master style coach, I've discovered that there are 5 elements to style. And when you know them, you can master your style with ease. I've created a free download just for you, all around the 5 elements of style that, in my opinion, all women must know before getting dressed. In this download, you'll discover exactly what you need to know, what you need to focus on, and how it all works together. We believe that when you look great, you feel great. And when you feel great, anything is possible. So go grab this free download and get ready to dress like you mean it. You can find it at shopstylefinder.com. The link is in the show notes. Welcome to Style by Mary Michelle, a podcast designed to empower you through personal style. I'm your host, Mary Michelle Nidifer, a master style coach, founder of Style Finder Boutique, and creator of the Style Finder ID system. I'm here to help you know what to wear, how to wear it, and how to get dressed in 7 minutes or less. Let's go. Hello and welcome back. I hope you're having a beautiful day, and I hope you're feeling fabulous. Did you do something fabulous for yourself today? Now, today, I actually am wearing one of my favorite colors. I don't know if you could see me, but I'm wearing my magenta liquid leather jacket, and I love this piece. It's one of those power pieces, when you just put something on and you just feel good. I just got off a presentation and was inspired to do this podcast because I want to talk about fit. This was not what I had planned, but I thought, you know what? I just need to riff on this because this is such an important topic. And I see so many people making mistakes when it comes to fit. So I want to riff on how fit is key and how you can find your best fit. So at the time I'm recording this podcast, I realized a month from today, I will be in Paris, and I'm so excited. I need to document my journey. I'm starting to put things together, building my wardrobe, what I'm doing to get ready. And this was kind of not a spur of the moment, but I planned this trip with less than 2 months notice. And so there are a lot of things to do. I have not been to Europe in a very, very, very long, I haven't been to Europe in almost 20 years. And there are a lot of things to do, and I don't speak French. And so I'm working, I'm putting all the pieces together and figuring out my itinerary. And I'm so excited. I'm like, you know what? If I just go and get off the plane, I will be fine. If I don't speak the language, I will be just fine. But I'm trying to do all my due diligence and learn some of the language and plan out my itinerary and have all the things that I need to have. So if there's anything I need to know, reach out, DM me, let me know, because I want to be as prepared as possible. And I am just so looking forward to it. And I'm going to be sharing in the podcast group and the VIP group. I'm going to be sharing sort of behind the scenes, what I'm packing, what I'm taking, how I'm packing it. And that will probably be a whole podcast episode unto itself. So, because, I'm a style coach, right? Like, I'm going to Paris. I have to look good. However, I don't ever sacrifice style for fit or style for function or style for anything else. It's got to have both. And so everything that I've been buying looks good and it performs. It looks good and it can be packed well. It looks good and it's not super bulky. So I've been having a lot of fun. Haven't bought a whole lot, but I'm going to be showing you everything that I have bought, and I cannot wait because some things are just too good to wait to wear. But anyway, so today, let's talk about fit. All right. I just got off a webinar that I did for a fabulous group of people who are in the process of losing weight. And so focusing on fit is something that you want to think about if you're losing weight, but this is for everybody. It's something that I want you to think about when you're shopping, when you're trying clothes on. But I will tell you, even if you're not on a weight loss journey, or even if you have not, your weight hasn't changed recently, our bodies change, right? Our bodies are always changing. with hormones, with weight fluctuations, with age, with menopause, which is where I am right now. So things have changed. I mean, to be honest, I'm a size 10 and I've been a size 10 for probably, I don't know, 40 years or more. And things are different though. My body is shaped much differently now than it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And my weight has changed slightly, but even though I can still technically wear the same size, things are just proportioned differently. So I want you to think about fit. I think fit is the number one thing that most women get wrong. And I think it's because A, they don't know what to look for. And B, oftentimes they settle. Or maybe they see themselves in a way that's different from how their body truly is. But I know in Style Finder, women come in all the time and I hear so many women say, oh, yeah, I love it. And I'll realize, well, it's pulling across the back or it's not fitting you well in the what we call the intersection area, or it's too tight around your legs, but they still love it. And it's challenging. I am honest. I am so honest with people, but I will tell people, I'm like, are you sure you want that? I've had quite a few people get ready to walk out the door with something. And I've had to say, I think there's something better. I think there's something better. And then we find what's better. And they're like, oh yeah, this is way better. I can't believe I was about to buy that dress. But I think a lot of times people get in ruts. They get used to wearing things a certain way, or they get used to the fact that maybe their body's hard to fit and they need alterations, but they don't want to go to the trouble of having alterations done. And so they just settle. I think too many women have settled. And I don't want you to do that. I want you to go for what's good. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about fit. What is the first thing you want to think about with fit? Now, ladies, we are not going to go negative here. We're not going to be judgmental. And so without judgment, I want you to ask yourself, what is the largest part of my body? This is not about saying anything negative, right? What's the largest part of your body? Now, I am actually working on a course that's going to be out very, very soon called Dress Yourself Slim. And I put a shout out to our Facebook group to have women come in to model, to shoot some video, take some pictures. And I thought, I'm not sure how many people are going to want to volunteer. I was so proud of all the women who reached out and they said, yes, I want to come. I want to help. I want to learn how to dress for my body type, but I also want to help other people. And so I was just so blown away at how many women came out and said, sure, I'll show you my muffin top. I'll show you my heavy, all the things that we get so caught up about. And I just love how that turned out. That was just so amazing. So look for that very soon. It's going to be coming out shortly. And just know these women are just rock stars, in my opinion. So you want to think about, okay, where am I largest? Where am I largest? That is going to be what we call your consideration area. And when you know where you're largest, you know what to fit first. Let's say your tummy is your trouble area and you're looking for pants. You want to make sure that you find pants that fit you in the waist first, and then determine, do they fit in the legs? Do they fit in the bum? Are they the right length? Because you could have pants that are the right length. You could have pants that fit in the bum or in the legs, but if the waist is too tight, that is a no-go. No-go. No, not going to work. But if they fit in the waist and the legs are too big, there's a chance they could be altered. There's a chance they could be taken up. And you can fix that problem. You can't fix the waist. You can't make the waist bigger if it's too tight, for the most part. There might be a rare occasion where you can, but for the most part, you can't make the waist bigger. And so the same is true with your bust or your hips, your thighs, your bum, your belly, your arms, whatever your consideration area is. Fit that first. No, I know this is where some of you are probably saying, "Ooh, I don't like that area." I'm not asking you to, I want you to love it, but I'm not asking you to do that right now. I'm just asking you to acknowledge in a neutral way where you're largest. Fit that first, and the rest will fall into place. Now, let's talk about what fit means. Ideally, fit means that you want something that gently skims your body. It's not pulling, but it's not too loose. You have plenty of what's called ease. That means, we have a jacket on, you move your arms around. Can you move easily? Does it feel good? Can you stand up? Can you sit down? You want something that doesn't bind you, it doesn't cut you. It's going to move with your body. So ideally, you want something that has a little bit of give to it, a little bit of stretch, and it's going to move with you. You don't want something that's going to bind you or cut you off or give you a muffin top or make you feel uncomfortable or give you a wedgie. That is not anything that's going to work for you. And I see women wearing things that do all of those things. And you know what that is? That's a recipe for a bad mood right there. And so fit is key. And ask yourself, I've got another podcast. I don't remember the number, but it is called Find Pants That Fit. I'm going to put the link in the show notes. Find Pants That Fit. And I have an acronym with WITH. I'm not going to get into what that stands for. I want you to go listen to that one. But Pants That Fit. And then I have another podcast about getting jeans that fit. It's a little bit different. Some similar things, but a few different things to think about. But fit is key in your pants, in your jeans, in your lingerie, in your bras, especially. Now, I just talked when I was speaking to the weight loss group, I mentioned getting a bra fitting. Now, having a bra fitting is really important because think about this. Our bodies are changing. I know my bra size is not the same as it was 10 years ago. And if you're wearing the same size, if you're wearing the same bras from 10 years ago, chances are they've stretched out. They're not looking the same, but there's a really good chance your bra size has changed. I know a lot of women have said as they've gotten older, their bust line has gotten bigger. And I have found that to be slightly true. I'm still not that big, but I have a wide rib cage. So I think I attribute most of my size to that. But just know that your bra size will change. And when you can go and get a bra fitting, then you want to make sure that you're keeping up with your current size. But think about this in terms of fit. A couple of things to think about. Your items, as you wear them, the fabric wears out. Maybe it loses its stretch. Maybe it gets close to threadbare. I know I've had pieces that I've worn that I'm like, can't be wearing that too much longer because it's not going to hold up. So things lose their shape. They lose their elasticity. They don't fit you as well. I know over the years, things start to break down. And so that can affect the fit. I remember years ago, I had this pair of pants many years ago, and they got to be a little old, but I still love them, but they lost their stretch. And then I could tell some of the elastic was starting to break. And it was just not, I wore those things out literally, which, it was fine. And I was very sad to let them go. But they no longer fit me in a way that was working because when I put them on, the elastic broke. And so they were bagging and sagging. And it was not a pretty picture. And I finally had to just, give myself the style coach smack down and say, no more. So if something isn't fitting you anymore, let it go. Or if you just wake up and realize, wow, that really isn't the fit that makes me feel like $1,000,000, let it go. Or ask yourself, can it be changed? Can it be altered? Can I move the buttons? Can it be shortened? Can it be taken in? I know a lot of people who I have been in a lot of closets and I have seen the good intentions of alterations. I know it can be so easy to find things and think, oh yeah, I'll just take that to the tailor and have it taken up, have a button added, have this moved, have that done. And then it sits and it sits and it sits. And then, 3 years later, you've still got this piece hanging in your closet with the tag still on that you never actually took to the tailor. It's time to let that go. Just let it go. But I really want to encourage you not to sacrifice fit for anything. I know I've talked on a couple of podcasts recently about price. And I have had so many women talk about how they're willing to sacrifice fit if something is a bargain. I just want you to think about that for a minute, because if something is really, really, really on sale, but it doesn't fit, you're not going to want to wear it. It's not going to do you justice. And so it's not a bargain. I don't care if you only paid $10 for it. If you get it and it causes you frustration or grief or discomfort, is that worth it? No, that's actually costing you. It's taking away from your life. It's costing you money. Fit is key. And usually fit is free. It should be free, unless you have to pay for alterations. A good fit will pay you back in dividends. Because you know that feeling when you get up in the morning and you put on an outfit and it just glides right on. It fits you like a glove. And you're like, yes, it just feels good. That's half the battle. I mean, of course, you want something that looks good, that looks polished and put together. But if the fit isn't right, it will undermine your entire outfit. I remember years ago, I had a pair of jeans, and I don't know what possessed me to buy these jeans, but they just did not fit me very well. I think it was just, I found them on the sale rack and I thought, well, I have to have these jeans. I need to have these. They were a great price. I was just out of college, didn't have a lot of money to spend on clothes. And I don't know, I just felt like I needed to have these. They were black Levi's and they were cut for a curvy figure. And I'm sort of moderately curvy. I have some curves, but I'm not super curvy. I'm not really curvy. And they were cut for a curvy figure. And when I put them on, the rise was low and they hit me at the wrong point. And they just, oh my gosh, they were so uncomfortable. And I wore them for a few times. And then finally, I just had to say, no more. I am getting rid of those jeans. And once I did, it was like, oh my gosh, I felt so liberated. It was just such a big difference. And I remember a jacket I had a few years ago. I bought a jacket when I think close to when I first became a style coach. Now, just because you become a style coach does not automatically mean you know everything about everything and you always make the right decisions. But I had this jacket. It was this electric blue Vince Camuto jacket. And it was a Ponte knit. I loved this blazer. It was a blazer. And I found it on the sale rack. And it was just one of those things that I fell in love with the color. But it was an extra large. And I'm a large. I mean, there are tops in my closet that are XL. Every once in a while, I'll find an XL that I need. But this jacket was just a little too big. And it had padded shoulders. And I already have big shoulders. And I put that thing on. And I don't know what possessed me. I knew I needed to have that jacket in my closet, even though the fit wasn't quite right. And every time I put it on, I felt like I was a football player. I felt like I was about to fly away. And finally, I think I saw a video of myself wearing a jacket. I was on My Carolina Today years ago, and I wore that jacket. I remember seeing a video. I'm like, oh, I need to get rid of that jacket. And I forced myself to let that thing go because it was not serving me. And if I'm going to be a style coach for somebody else, I have to start with myself, right? I have to be a style coach with my own clothes and my own closet. And so that was a big learning experience for me. But it really just taught me the importance of fit. So if you are tempted to buy something that does not make you feel amazing, that doesn't fit you, it's too tight or it's too big, don't. And if you put on something that's already in your closet, ask yourself, can this be altered? And if it can't, let it go. Let it go. But stop tolerating a bad fit and start demanding clothes that fit your body, the body you're in right now. Now, I've have a client who came in to see me, I don't know, a few months ago. And she came in, she said, I've been watching you on Instagram. I've been listening to your podcasts, and I need new pants. I gained 20 pounds during the pandemic. I haven't taken it off. I'm sick of cramming myself into a size 10 pants when they don't actually fit. And I am here to go up a size. And she had zero shame, zero guilt. She only had confidence and respect for herself. And you know what? I only had respect for her for saying, yes, I am worth buying pants that fit me right now in the body I'm in right now, because my life is right now. And so if you're tolerating a bad fit, and you have been for more than a month or 2 months or 3 months, then I want you to ask yourself why. Why do you feel you need to wear clothes that don't actually fit your body? Why do you feel that you can't go out and buy pants or jackets or tops or whatever that fit? Now, I get that budget might be a concern, but you could go to a thrift store. You could borrow something from someone, or you could maybe trade with a friend, or you could find something on the sale rack, or there are a lot of solutions. But if you have options and you are telling yourself, I don't deserve to wear clothes that fit, what message is that sending to you? And what message is that sending to the world? You deserve to look fabulous no matter what your size. Style is not a reward for losing weight. Style is something that you deserve to have every day, no matter what your weight, no matter what size you're wearing, no matter what you're doing. You deserve to have great style. You already have style. So if you're saying you don't have style, you do. But think about the fit and ask yourself, what can I do to get a better fit? Now, not everything's going to fit you like a glove off the rack, but some things will fit you better than others. And when you find a fit, especially in pants, that's where you want to go deep. That's where you say, hey, I love Liverpool jeans. That's my brand. I'm going to buy more jeans from that company, or Crazy Larry pants, or whatever your brand is. I want you to think about knowing your brands, being brand loyal when you find a fit. I have certain brands that I love. Clara Sunwood jackets, I love them because I mean, first of all, I love the way they look, but I know when I put them on my body, they fit. They fit me like a glove. And there are quite a few things that we carry that are like that. And I just know when I put it on, I'm like, yes, this is it. And there are certain brands I stay away from because I know they don't cut for my body. And that's fine. And the same is true. That's really true for lingerie too. So really everything. And it's true for men as well as women. So, but think about fit and how your clothes currently fit, how you would like for them to fit, and what it's going to take for you to get there, because you are worth it. Now, I hope you go and have a fit and pull out anything in your closet that is bringing you down. It's too tight. It's giving you a muffin top. It's not helping you be your best, because you are awesome and you deserve clothes that fit. I will see you on the next episode. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for tuning in to Style by Mary Michelle, where women come to get dressed in 7 minutes or less. If you enjoyed this podcast, I invite you to leave me a 5-star review on iTunes or wherever you're listening. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Style by Mary Michelle, and shop our boutique at shopstylefinder.com for the best in upscale casual apparel. Better yet, if you're in the Raleigh area, come see us. We're located in the North Hills Shopping Center, the premier shopping district in Midtown Raleigh. For details and links mentioned in this episode, be sure to see the show notes. Have a beautiful week.